What's happening, peoples? Welcome back, welcome back. If this is your first time finding my channel, the name of the channel is in the intro. Who am I? I'm Unc L. You can call me Unc for short. Why? Because I'm old as hell, and I'm somebody's uncle. And I'm the uncle that tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Rest in peace, Pops. Miss you every day. Terribly. Terribly. Anywho, today, I'm highlighting the problems modern older women have in the dating market. And it's just not a Western / American / it's not a Western culture thing. This is a problem that goes from here to China. But I'll just let the content speak for itself. Let's get into it.
All right, question for the guys. Hi. So I've got a question to ask you lot. And just before we go into it, a little bit about me. I'm a self-employed artist. I'm a DJ, I'm a music producer. I present on Kiss FM. I run a record label and I do well for myself. I'm doing good. The career's really, really good. I'm very busy. I've got like a girl crew that I roll with, big up 24-hour garage girls. I've got a nice car, got a nice flat. I go on lots of holidays, drink nice food. You know what I mean. My life is good.
We do not care.
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care. Jerry.
Anyway, I never, ever get approached. Ever. I play clubs up and down the country. In fact, I'm on tour right now. I'm coming at you from a hotel room. I never, ever get guys approaching me. And the question that I have for the men out there, is it really true that that guys are intimidated by powerful women? Is that really true?
How about new?
Or is this just something that strong girls say to other strong girls to gas them up, to help them get over the situation or whatever it is?
Yeah. I hate waffling, as my guy Replicant Fish would say. Trash already, trash. I love that guy. Check him out. I hate waffling. I hate giving a yes and no, and it's 6 of this and half a dozen of. I hate them type of answers, but it really depends on the man. You got homosexuals that they want to sit around, play Xbox all day, smoke, eat, you know what I mean, and let a woman take care of him while she's at work and he use her car all day. I ain't never been built like that, and I don't hang around dudes that's built like that. I've never hung around dudes built like it. Every dude I know has had a job, take care of their kids. I come from a line of fathers, so the dudes I hang with are fathers, responsible men. With that said, there are men that are intimidated by a woman that's about theirs because they don't have their own. But men that have their own, masculine men that work and get up and go punch a clock or run their own business, no, will never be intimidated by a woman.
Damn right.
Intimidation requires a threat or the implied threat of violence. So no, majority of women, we're not intimidated by what you have. Usually it's because your attitude is crap and you're an arrogant, masculine asshole. That's why we don't like women who are so-called strong and independent. Y'all are mean and jerks. Y'all are just, no. Y'all act like dudes. And the last thing a masculine dude wants is a masculine woman. Masculinity and masculinity bump heads. Masculinity and femininity work in conjunction.
No, he's got a point.
It's that simple. Let's continue.
It is never not hilarious to me that people threaten women with "you'll end up alone." Like, I am fully convinced that people never read the data on this, but like, do you know how happy divorced women are? Like, we just published a video essay yesterday on rom-coms and all of the insane messages they taught us, most of which, because obviously we're a financial channel, are like economic and consumerist. But one of them is that, like, in the framing of these movies, all of the young women, and they're like all in their 20s, because the other message is that if you don't get married by 30, your life is over. Like, they have an amazing career, an amazing group of friends, tons of disposable income, they're living their passions, and yet their lives are worthless because they're not married. And like, aside from the fact that that is like obviously socioeconomically not the case, like the framing that you can have absolutely everything in life and because you don't have a man, none of it matters is like literally the exact opposite of how it works. Like they have done numerous studies on divorced women and overwhelmingly they report being happier post-divorce, often report significantly happier, and even many times report being the happiest they've ever been, including before they've gotten married.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah, but that's not what the overwhelming majority of the data says. I mean, you can cherry pick certain sources and certain information that'll agree with what this woman says, but the preponderance of evidence, it does not agree with this woman's statement. Matter of fact, her statement is so off that even in cultures that are not Western, that are not American, the women are having problems like this.
Can a woman truly be happy just thinking about making money all the time? Actually, there isn't much happiness in it. A woman working desperately often lacks support behind her. Some might say, if life is unbearable, it's better to divorce. I'm 37 years old this year, still single, living in a small county like Tangshan. I have an 80 square meter apartment where I live alone. Many people might think I have a great life, but it's not really like that. Whether you're unmarried, married, or preparing for divorce, my words might be helpful to you. Do you think being single without the constraints of marriage is joyful? You're wrong. In your 20s, being single might seem fine, but after 35, I live every day in anxiety, deeply uneasy inside. Do you think having money can solve everything? Actually, it has no direct correlation with your happiness. Many people think that having good conditions will ensure happiness, but that's wrong. Every day, when I go out or come home, I'm alone. When facing problems, I have no one to discuss with or rely on. In these moments, you can only work desperately, keeping yourself busy to fill the inner helplessness and emptiness. Waking up alone, shopping alone, eating alone. Coming back home at night, seeing all the lights on but none for you. Actually, you don't need to always criticize me on the internet. I know that at my age of 42, there really isn't much market for me anymore. If I wanted to get married when I was younger, there might have been a bride price, but now at my age, not to mention the bride price, I might have to be a stepmother when I enter the door. Times have really changed. Maybe I used to fantasize about meeting someone better, but now I find that whoever is introduced to me is either divorced with kids or a bald old man. So, sisters, let me tell you, if you really want to get married, you should do it early.
That's facts, man.
Yeah, I got those clips from a channel named China Observer. I'm going to link the main video in my description. That person makes great content. If women are truly happier, divorced, or single, why is it these single women who have never been married, why do they voice such dissatisfaction with their lives?
But wait, there's more.
Why is it they're saying that they wish they had an individual to come home to, and they wish they had snatched up a man and found a partner younger?
I know, right? Write that down.
Those people aren't from America. They're not from Australia or Canada or Britain. They're not of a Western culture, yet they still have the same problems of high-earning women. They're not happier with material things. But hey, look. If that's not good enough for you, what about what this lady says?
It comes in waves. Most of the time, I'm okay. And then it comes and hits me like nobody's business. And honestly, I've been feeling like this a lot lately. It's love. I'm tired. I'm tired of doing it myself. I'm tired of being alone. I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking tired. It's not about being lonely, so I just want somebody. No, I want to be in love. I want to share my life with someone. I want to feel the joys. I want to have my hands held. I want to be held. I want to kiss. I want to support. I want to make coffee with that person. I want my person. I want my person. Why is it so hard to find your person? I'm tired.
So, if women are happier, divorced, or single, and chasing education and chasing material things and getting all the things that they would expect from a husband.
Blah, 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 yakety, smackety, blah, blah.
If women are happier doing these things, how is it that women from different cultures, Chinese and Caucasian, and how is it that women from different cultures are complaining about the situations they find themselves in? But hold up, whoa. Let me give you another few examples. Does this lady seem happy?
I have spent most of my days figuring out how I can become physically, mentally, financially, spiritually healthy enough to be able to afford and take care of a child.
Okay, what about this lady?
I'm so goddamn tired of being the fifth wheel or the third wheel. And I got into it with my friend today. And she was like, well, it's a lose-lose. Either they don't invite you and then you're hurt because you're left out, or invite you and you're the third or the fifth wheel.
Oh, real. Does this lady does she seem happy?
I don't get hugs consistently. I don't hear my name being said. And there's no fault. It's just circumstance. But now I'm in a position where I feel like I sometimes can't picture a love that meets all of your needs.
Okay. What about this lady?
Hello, it's day 4 of being single. And I broke my 1-day streak of not crying.
So it's plain to see that women don't find joy in the masculine things that men find joy in. Men can focus on things and stuff and accomplishing goals that have nothing to do with people, material, hobbies, goals, purpose. We're driven like that to focus on things. That's how we build stuff and create a world that makes women so comfortable. But the world is worth living in because women nest. Women create homes and families and a safe place to come back to. Yeah, that's true. And a place that's full of love and happiness and food and children laughing and we are not the same. And when women try to go out and be like men and try to do the things that men do, it seems like they don't find happiness. Let's continue.
I kind of feel like, pick me now is because the options are like there's no more options.
Because the men are not picking them
anymore. So are you saying that they get into a desperate state?
Well, it becomes it becomes desperate when you start trying to tell men that their options are based upon manipulation. It's based upon this. Because let me tell you something: women in their 30s, 40s, and definitely in their 50s are way more easy to manipulate than women in their 20s.
You ain't lying.
Let me tell you why.
Why?
Because now you're desperate. Now you're desperate. Yeah, no, because now you're desperate. Now you're desperate. Yeah. Look at the Tinder swindler. You know the Tinder swindler?
Oh yes, I watched that. Was mad.
Was he manipulating 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds, or was he manipulating grown women with millions and millions of pounds?
Hold up. Wait a minute.
It was grown women.
Why? Because they sad and they wanted the man and they really wanted
that love. Yeah? They wanted that. Yeah.
This was one man. So it's like this. Enough women are having a problem where they're complaining, right? So there must be men doing this, right?
I have a question. In terms of the was it the twin? Was it called again?
Tinder swindler.
Yeah. Do you reckon that all of the manipulation, you reckon that none of his manipulation would have worked on an 18-year-old?
I didn't say he didn't, but he did it to grow women with money. What's he doing manipulating a younger woman when he's the one that's to provide? Younger women manipulate older men. Younger women Tinder swindler older men for their resources, right? Yeah? Yeah. And then what I'm trying to say to you is women saying, oh, you just want a younger woman because she hasn't got her own mind. Picking up a woman in her 30s that's got kids already that wants love is so much easier. Like, it's so easy. I could literally walk into a and then she would love me. Do you know why? Because no one's gonna do that. Like, a younger woman has got bare options.
Message.
That's facts. Younger women have better options. As a guy, I'm 48 years old, right? But you know the name of the channel. I'm a former Ray. I'm a former criminal. I beat the statistics and the odds by turning my life around. You have no idea how easy it is for me to go out and get women my age, because they've dealt with men who have had the same circumstances as me, and those guys weren't able to get the same results that I got. So I could go out, I could be a monster with chicks my age. I could be out here spitting game and convincing them of this, and that, because I've had an example of how I didn't go the route of the men that they chose in their past. They've dated men like me, but those dudes were fuck ups. They went back to prison. They got 20 baby mamas. They didn't do the things that I did. So it would be easy for a guy like me, who's a former felon, well, no, not a former, who is a felon, who went to prison, who did 4 years in prison, yet I'm a homeowner, I own a small business on the side, I have a day job, I travel internationally. It would be easy for me to snatch up a chick my age. Simple. Because they would want to believe the things that I tell them, because I've turned my life around.
Who put this thing together? Me! That's who!
I'm your huckleberry. That's just my game.
So what that cat said about older women being easier to manipulate than younger women, sure, that's absolute facts. The problem is, I don't want to manipulate a chick my age. For what?
Brother, what's that?
I'm not in the best shape, but as a dude that's 48 years old, I'm in pretty decent shape. You know what I mean? I'm in better shape than some dudes that are 20 years younger than me, so I have no problem getting younger chicks. I have no problem getting chicks 20 to 25 years younger than me. No problem, I promise.
I thank you.
But I don't want those chicks. They're too young. But the problem is, the chicks that are my age they've taken chances on the dudes that are scumbags, and just they've let the wrong dudes in their lives. So now I gotta come in and prove that I'm not like them dudes to a chick that has wrinkles, stretch marks on their boobs, stretch marks on their thighs, cellular. I gotta prove to a chick that it's not at the top of her game as far as looks goes, that I'm not out here to trick her, when I can get a chick that's younger than her, looks better than her, to settle down with. And that's the problem. A lot of these women my age, I'm 48. That's why a lot of women my age have problems snatching a good man that would take them serious. Because if you're a good man and you're my age, I can date chicks anywhere from 10 to 25 years younger than me. And I'm not saying that to brag, I'm just saying it as a statement of fact. Let's continue.
Y'all, this is facts right here, and I didn't even realize how bad it is until I started YouTube, and I realized that majority of my haters are these older black women. And when I say older, I mean like 40 plus. Those women are so triggered, they're so angry. Anything that's said about black men in a positive light, or to promote like two-parent households, or to promote like healthy relationships, they will get at you. It's like they're trying to keep younger girls, like young ladies, bitter and as hurt as them. Y'all pay attention to it. It's serious. Observe it.
When you start asking, well, why would she lie? Because misery loves company.
Our men are finally speaking up, and they are trying to inform us of some of the issues that they have with us. Now, I know that we don't want to hear it. However, we have had years of communicating our grievances. We have complained about men being dogs, men are scrubs and busters. We complained about our men not having jobs, being uneducated, men cheating, lying, having children outside of the relationship. We have complained on talk shows like Oprah and Maury. We've complained to them. We've complained to each other. And we are still complaining. We want them to make 6 figures, be 6 feet, and have 6 inches. We want them to protect us. We want them to be emotionally intelligent and available.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
But only if they tell us what we want to hear. and we want them to be vulnerable. However, as soon as a man says, lose some weight, be feminine, kill the attitude, be a soft place to land, we have a damn problem.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Yes, we do have a damn problem. We have a damn problem. And if we don't start listening and making some changes, we are going to find ourselves living in a village with all women full of cats.
Yeah. So the first chick is a young lady by the name of Chantel Simone. I believe she quit YouTube, which I hate because she was a great content creator. She has great material. Go check her channel out. I'm gonna link her channel in my description. Everything she said was 100% facts. It's the chicks my age. I'm 48. I've said it countless times in this video. It's the older women that it seems like they're trying to sabotage the younger women because the older women didn't get what they were looking for out of the dating market. They want to sabotage the younger women from getting what they want out of the dating market. And it's misery loves company. And as far as what the young lady in the orangish reddish type sweater said, pretty young chick. She's very attractive. As far as what she said, she's 100. We men tried to tell women what we wanted, but they didn't listen to us. They had Sally Jesse Raphael, Phil Donahue, Oprah Winfrey, Rhoda, Sally Jesse Raphael, Ricky Lake. I might have said Sally Jesse. Ricky Lake, Jerry Springer, Maury Povich. We didn't get a way to broadcast our grievances until social media came along. We've only been telling folks what we need for the past 7, 8, 9 years. And every time we speak up, we get shamed and bullied into being quiet. But those days are over with. You're either going to listen to us and give us what we need, or we're not going to date you. Passport bros up. But yeah, I agree with these last two young ladies, and I'm gonna let what they said stand on its own. With that said, thank you for stopping through. Oh my God, shout out to all my new subs. It was about 3.5 weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, I was at 160 subs and I asked help for me to get to 500. As of this video, I am at 459. Please give me a like, please give me a sub, and please give me a share. I'm gonna link every video I reacted to in the description. Go over there and give them a like, give them a sub, and give me a share. Excuse me, give them a share. With that said, come back for my next one. Toodles.